In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 16, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colgate versus Texas. The Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines continues an excellent day of first-round NCAA tournament action when the 15th-seeded Colgate Raiders do battle against the 2nd-seeded Texas Longhorns in first-round action in the Midwest region. Colgate comes into this game as the Patriot League champion and has a 9-game winning streak. Texas, meanwhile, arrives as the Big 12 tournament champion after routing Kansas in the finals. The Raiders didn't have a ton of trouble in the Patriot League tournament, scoring 79 or more points in all 3 games and 91 or more in 2 of them. Colgate has now hit 73 or more points in 8 of their last 9 outings. As for Texas, they handled a good Kansas team well in their last outing, shooting 50% from the field with a 37-31 rebounding advantage. Texas has scored well lately themselves with 72 or more points in 6 of their last 8 games. That said, if Colgate can find a good offensive rhythm early, I think the Raiders can keep a relative pace. So the Colgate Raiders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Colgate and Texas are both above average in pace of play. The Raiders are 156th in the country, while Texas checks in at 91st in the nation. With that in mind, however, Colgate will not want to get into a track meet with Texas. Expect the Raiders to keep this game at a moderate pace. In Colgate's last 12 games as an underdog, the Raiders have gone 9-3 to the under. Texas has played under the total in 5 straight games. This game will likely play similarly to Colgate's last tournament game, which finished with a total of just 127 points. The madness will be in full effect for this game, which will likely have Longhorns fans sweating out the final minutes. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boise State versus Northwestern. The Boise State Broncos and the Northwestern Wildcats meet Thursday in NCAA tournament first-round college basketball action from Golden One Center. Boise State is 24-9 overall this year. The Broncos lost to Utah State in Mountain West tournament activity back on Friday. As for Northwestern, they're 21-11 on the year after a Friday loss to Penn State in the Big Ten tournament. Being it's the first time these programs have ever faced off, we don't have a prior matchup to analyze nor any common opponents to break down. Of the field of 68, Boise State faced off with 4 of the teams this season, going 4-4 straight up. For Northwestern, the road was a little tougher, facing 9 NCAA tournament teams, of which they came away with a 6-7 mark straight up. This is sure to be a defensive battle, but the Wildcats' defense has faced greater adversity. In a stretch of 3 games versus Purdue, Indiana, and a strong Iowa offense, Northwestern allowed just 60 points per game. Boise State's offense may be forced to rely on the 3, though the Wildcats are excellent shot defenders as well and will make it tough for them. The Broncos have gone 2-8 to 1 against the spread over their last 11 games, while Northwestern has gone 7-3 against the spread over their last 10. So the Northwestern Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. On the offensive end, these 2 teams combined to average 140 points per game, but on the defensive side, these 2 have combined to allow just 127 points per game. The Wildcats' offensive production has been down, averaging 63 points per game with 3 straight games of 65 points. Boise State has scored 68 or less points in 3 of their last 5 games, and over their last 5 games their scoring is down from their season average to 71.2 points per game, and that included 2 overtime results. KenPom Tempo ratings ranks the Broncos 219th in the country and the Wildcats 306th, while on Boise State clocks in at 14th in adjusted defense and Northwestern 13th. These are great indicators that scoring will be very low in this game. The under is 8-2 to 1 in the Wildcats' last 11 games, and on the year these 2 teams have seen a combined 35 of their games go under. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Northern Kentucky versus Houston. It's the first full day of March Madness when a member of the Horizon League takes on a program from the American Athletic Conference on the hardwood in a Midwest region matchup in the Yellowhammer State. The 16th-seeded Northern Kentucky Norse battle the top-seeded Houston Cougars, with the winner advancing to the second round while the loser goes home Thursday night. Northern Kentucky slipped past Cleveland State 63-61 in the title game of the Horizon League tournament last Tuesday, though they failed to cover the line as a 2.5-point favorite. Houston lost 75-65 to Memphis in the title game of the American Athletic Conference tournament Sunday, falling outright as a 5.5-point favorite. This marks the first time that the programs have met as Division I opponents. Houston won't need Sasser in this game even if he can't go. The Cougars have been one of the best teams in the country all year. Their defense has been very good, and Northern Kentucky was inconsistent offensively all year. The Norse shot just 43.2% from the field this season, and Northern Kentucky will face a top Houston defense that held opponents to just 35.8% from the field. The Cougars should be able to control this game with defense. The Cougars really didn't play their best in the first half against Memphis on Sunday. Houston would finish with a rough 31.3% from the field, 67.9% from the line, and a 42-36 rebounding advantage. Prior to that, the Cougars had given up 66 points or fewer in 11 straight games. As for Northern Kentucky, they're coming off a gritty win over Cleveland State and have now won 5 consecutive outings. The Norse have been a mixed bag scoring-wise lately, with 67 or fewer points in 4 of their last 7. I don't know that they'll be able to keep pace with Houston if the Cougars play well, so the Houston Cougars to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams rank outside the top 340 in adjusted tempo, which is the reason Ken Palm projects the game to have just 60 possessions. As explained in the point spread pick, Houston will likely dominate the offensive glass, which means they are very likely to score efficiently. However, there is a chance that they rest star guard Marcus Sasser for this game, or at least limit his minutes as he recovers from a groin injury suffered in the American Athletic Conference tournament. There's really no reason to risk re-aggravating that injury. With Sasser on the floor, Houston scores 1.14 points per possession, compared to a good, but not great 1.05 when he is off the floor. On the other end, Northern Kentucky's offense is in for a rough day. The Norse rank just 217th in adjusted offensive efficiency, and their only real hope of scoring consistently against Houston's 4th-ranked defense is if they are hot from beyond the arc. We should see a low-possession game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.